Good morning, students. So, I welcome you all for this another session where we're going to solve the problem on crack width calculation. So, in the previous class, we have seen why cracks are developed and what is the procedure to follow to find out the crack width. So, let us solve one problem, okay, in which we'll going to see how the crack width is calculated for the singly reinforced beam. So the problem goes like this: a simply supported beam of a rectangular section spanning over 6 meter has a width of 300 mm and overall depth of 600 mm. Okay, the beam is reinforced with 4 bars of 25 mm diameter on the tension side. Okay, at an effective depth of 550 mm. Okay, and these bars are spaced at 50 mm centers. Okay, the beam is subjected to working load moment of, that is moment is given 160 kilonewton meter. Okay, this is a M, capital M, at the center of span. So the moment will be acting at the center of the span. Using M25 grade concrete and Fe415 HYSD bars, check the beam for the serviceability limit state of cracking. Means you have to find out the crack width. Okay, according to IS 456 2000 code method. Okay, so in the previous session we have seen the different formulas to calculate the crack width. Let us draw the diagram first. This is a cross section of the beam. So this is width of the beam, then capital D, or in this case we're going to consider this is H. Small h is nothing but capital D, overall depth of the beam. Then effective depth, small d, from top to the center of bars. From top to the center of bars, it is effective depth. This is neutral axis, X we're going to find out. Then bars are provided at the bottom, that is tension side, means at the bottom 4 bars. Okay, 1 2 3 4 bars, 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. So the diameter of each bar will be 25 mm diameter on the tension side at an effective depth of 550. Means from the top to the center of bars is effective depth. Okay, now see, from bottom how much it is now. So overall depth is 600. Okay, that is capital D or small h. So this is 600 minus effective depth from the center, from top to the center of the bar is, okay, 550. So 600 minus 550. So from the bottom to the center of bar is 50 mm. Okay, from the bottom to the center of bar is 50 mm. Let us see the terms what we have shown here. This is C minimum. Okay, what is C minimum? C minimum is nothing but from bottom of the bar. Okay, from bottom of the bar to the bottom surface of beam. This is called soffit of the beam. Okay, from bottom of the bar, from the bottom of the bar to the bottom surface of beam is called clear cover. So now what is C minimum now? Okay, so this is 50, from center of bar to the bottom is 50 mm. So 50 minus this half of the bar diameter will get C minimum. Then what is ACR? Okay, ACR is nothing but, normally what we have seen, the crack will going to be developed at the bottom surface of the beam. Okay, bottom surface of the beam, here cracks will going to be developed. So we're going to calculate what is the crack width at this bottom surface. So let us take, this is the point where we want to calculate the what is crack width at this point. So from this point to the bottom surface of the beam is called ACR. So this distance, okay, is called ACR. Okay, now let us write the given data. B is equal to 300 mm, that is width of beam. Overall depth, capital D or small h. In this problem we will going to take small h, is equal to 600 mm. Then effective depth, this is 550, that is 600 minus 50, or directly it is given 550 mm. In the problem it is given 550 mm. Then M is given, moment at the center of the beam, it is 160 kilonewton meter. Then grade of concrete, it is 25 now. So FCK is 25 Newton per mm square. So M25 grade 25 Newton per mm square, and FY is 415 grade of steel. Then spacing of bars. Now see, these 4 bars are placed at an horizontal spacing of 50 mm. So from this center of bar to this center of bar is 50 mm. From this to this, and from this bar to this bar, spacing will be 50 mm. This is small s. So this is small s. Okay, and we know that Young's modulus of steel is 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. This is fixed. Then first calculate modular ratio, small m. What is modular ratio? It is Young's modulus of steel divided by Young's modulus of concrete. So this is Young's modulus of steel. Then what is EC? So Young's modulus of concrete is equal to 5000 into root FCK. Already we have seen this. So 5000 root 25, that will going to get EC. So ES divided by this EC will get M. So M is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 divided by this, will get modular ratio small m is equal to 11. Okay. Now let us write the formula. How we are going to calculate the crack width? So crack width at bottom of this beam, WCR. CR means crack width is equal to this formula already we have seen in the previous class, 3 ACR EM divided by 1 plus 2 into bracket ACR minus C minimum divided by H minus X. So try to understand the terms here. So if you want to calculate crack width, so we should know ACR, we should know EM, then C minimum, then H minus X we should know. Now see, ACR is what? ACR is distance from the point considered to the surface of the nearest longitudinal bar. Now where we want to calculate the crack width? At this point, bottom. So from this bottom to the nearest bar, we have to consider the nearest bar for this point to the bottom surface of this bar. So from bottom surface of this bar to the point where we are calculating the crack width. So this distance is called as ACR, and S is spacing already. So how will calculate ACR? So this distance, this ACR will be calculated from this formula. Already we have seen in the previous class. So ACR is equal to 0.5 into small s square. Okay, 0.5 into s square plus C minimum square, then whole raised to half, 1 by 2. So but here first we have to calculate C minimum. So what is C minimum now? C minimum is from bottom of this bar to the bottom surface of beam. So this is C minimum. Now from center of bar to bottom is how much? 50. Okay, so from center to bottom surface of beam is 50. So 50 minus half we want, half this bar diameter. Okay, so 50, that is 50 minus half bar diameter will be 37.5, that C minimum, this C minimum. So S is known, C minimum is known, calculate ACR. So ACR is equal to 0.5 S whole square plus C minimum square raised to half. So substitute the values S and substitute the value C minimum, will get ACR. This ACR will going to get. Okay, so this ACR we have calculated, this ACR. So C minimum is known now. Okay, then we have to calculate EM. Okay, EM we have to calculate, X we have to calculate, H is known. So EM and X will be calculated. X is neutral axis depth. Okay, now see. So now moment of inertia of cracked section. Moment of inertia of cracked section, that is IR. Okay, IR. How IR will be calculated? Already we have solved the problems on deflection. So where we have calculated IR, same thing we will going to use. So IR is equal to Bx cube by 3 plus small m, that is modular ratio AST d minus x square. Okay, so if you want to calculate IR, x first we have to calculate, that is neutral axis depth. So how will calculate x? That is x is equal to depth of neutral axis. So from this equation, that is bx square by 2, that is equal to m into ast d minus x. So this formula we are going to use to find out the x. Okay, so b, substitute b 300 mm width of beam, x squared by 2, m 11, that is modular ratio, ast, so ast 4 bars, 4 bars of 25 mm diameter, so 4 into pi by 4 diameter square, so 1963. So m 11 ast 1963 into d, effective depth 550 minus x. So simplify this, we are going to get the quadratic equation. Okay, we are going to get the quadratic equation and find the solution of quadratic equation, that is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. So x will be 220 mm. So neutral axis depth will be 220 mm. So substitute here this here in IR. So therefore moment of inertia of cracked section IR is equal to bx cube by 3 plus mest d minus x square. So we'll get IR is equal to 34.1 into 10 raised to 8 mm raised to 4. This is moment of inertia of cracked section. Okay, moment of inertia of cracked section 34.1 into 10 raised to 8 mm raised to 4. Now we have to calculate the EM. So in this formula, see here, EM we have to calculate. Okay, so what is the EM? EM is equal to E1. Okay, EM is equal to E1 minus, okay, B into H minus X into A minus X divided by 3 ES AST D minus X. So all these formulas are there in code book. Okay, so if you want to calculate EM, you have to first calculate E1 now. E1. So what is E1? E1 is equal to Fs upon Es. Okay, this E1 is equal to Fs upon Es into H minus X divided by D minus X. Okay, so then what is Fs now? Fs is equal to small m. Okay, Fs is equal to small m into bracket moment, that is m, capital M into y divided by IR. So here IR required, that's why we have calculated here IR. Okay, so m, small m is 11, that is modular ratio is 11 into bracket capital M, it is given 160 kilonewton meter, it is kilonewton to newton and meter to millimeter, it is 10 raised to 6. Now it is 160 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. Okay, into y. So what is y? Y is equal to d minus x. Okay, y is equal to d minus x. So this is 330. Okay, divided by IR, already we have calculated 34.1 into 10 raised to 8. So this value will be 170 Newton per mm square. This is stress at the level of steel. So Fs is equal to 170 Newton per mm square. This Fs we have calculated. So Fs is known, Es is known, H and X are known, calculate E1. So therefore E1 is equal to 170 divided by 2 into 10 raised to 5 into H is 600, that is overall depth 600 minus neutral axis depth 220 divided by D minus X. So this E1 is equal to, this E1 is 9.78 into 10 raised to minus 4. This is strain, no unit. Okay, small e, if I write, that is strain, 9.78 into 10 raised to minus 4. So this value is known now. Okay, all these terms are known, calculate EM. So therefore EM is equal to this E1 minus this formula. So E1 9.78 into 10 raised to minus 4 minus this minus, okay, minus, substitute all the values. B, width of beam 300, overall depth 600 minus neutral axis depth 220 into A. So here A is nothing but overall depth H we have to substitute, because we are calculating, where we are calculating crack width at the bottom. So crack width at the bottom, A means from top to the bottom of the beam. Okay, that is small a. So in this case, A is what? This H. Okay. So A is equal to H. So this A we have to substitute 600. So calculate this EM 8.67 into 10 raised to minus 4. 8.67 into 10 raised to minus 4. This EM we have got. So finally we are going to calculate crack width. So this is the final formula. Crack width WCR. CR means crack. W means width. Crack width WCR is equal to 3 into ACR into EM divided by 1 plus 2 into bracket ACR minus C minimum into divided by H minus X. So 3 ACR in the beginning we have calculated ACR here 45 mm this formula. ACR is 45, C minimum is 37.5. Okay, ACR 45, EM, this is EM divided by 1 plus 2, ACR is 45 minus C minimum 37.5 divided by H overall depth 600 minus neutral axis depth X. So this width of crack, whatever the crack develops at the bottom, and the width of that crack is 0.113 mm. So see, small crack width will be there, that is 0.113 mm at the bottom of the beam. Now you have to check what code says. Okay, so now comparison with the code limits. So there are three conditions. One is normal environmental condition. Suppose your building or the structure is situated in the normal environmental condition. Second is under aggressive environmental condition. Okay, then there are three conditions like this: normal, then medium, then aggressive. Okay, so under normal conditions, what code says? So whatever this calculated crack width is, okay, WCR what we're going to calculate. So this WCR, that is crack width, should not be greater than, okay, should not be greater than 0.3 mm. Should not be greater than 0.3 mm for normal environmental conditions. So here conditions not given in the problem. Okay, so normal environmental condition is not given. Okay, so we'll see. So but anyhow, this whatever we're going to calculate, this should not be greater than 0.3 mm for the normal environmental condition. Then for third, what is the code says? So for severe environmental condition or aggressive environmental condition, whatever the crack width is there, okay, this crack width calculated, this should not be greater than 0.004 C minimum. Okay, what you are calculated, we have to check at any condition, that is for third condition, this should not be greater than 0.004 C minimum. So that is 0.004 C minimum already we have calculated, that is 37.5. So crack width should not be greater than, this will be 0.15. Now how much, what crack width calculated here? So 0.113. So since crack width calculated, that is WCR, that is 0.113, anyhow it is less than 0.15, that is 0.004, 37.5. So less than, so crack width developed is less than the permissible, that is 0.15. Hence the serviceability limit state of cracking is satisfied. So there is no danger. Okay, so if this calculated is more than this 0.004 C minimum, then something has to be taken care. So that is the required. So this is the crack width calculation and checking the crack width with the code. Now once again see that this is the formula we have to calculate from this crack width. But if you want to calculate this, ACR should be calculated first, EM should be calculated, then X should be calculated. Okay, ACR, C minimum, EM. So how will calculate C minimum? Okay, so this, okay, C minimum, then ACR from this formula. Okay, then to calculate EM we require this IR. So to calculate IR, X we have to calculate. So then IR will be calculated. Then substitute these values. EM will be calculated from this formula. But before that calculation of EM, E1 will be calculated. So to calculate E1, this is the formula. Here we have to calculate Fs first. So Fs, to calculate Fs, M, capital M, that is the modular ratio. This is moment into Y. Y is nothing but D minus X. So IR we have to calculate in the previous case. So substitute this Fs here. This is Young's modulus of steel and these things will known. So calculate Fs. So calculate E1 now. Substitute these values, E1 will be calculated. So substitute this E1 here, EM will be calculated. Okay. Then finally substitute all the terms here, calculate W's here. Then check with 3 conditions. Okay. So this is what the method we have to use for the finding out the crack width. So this is one problem we have solved. So in the next session we are going to solve one more problem. Okay. And all these problems till now, whatever the portion I have covered, this will be there for your first internal assessment, which will going to start from 27th. Okay. So please once again go through all the portion what I have covered till now. Okay. So if any doubt, so you can call me or clarify your doubts. Okay. So thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you.